welcome to the Wednesday episode of the craft stream. Right, so I apologise, you can see my very nice cat pyjamas because I literally rushed in from work and threw on the first thing that I could see. Hey Cow Home, how's it going? Right, so you may have noticed that we have something a little different here on the side. I just found a loose thread, which is upsetting me. Yeah, you may have noticed this. So we have a new project today, because I'm still waiting on some of the patches for the whatchamacallit to turn up. And I'm slightly angry at them at the moment, so I decided to say stuff them and start a new project today. So we are making a rather funky bee-themed cushion cover, and it just so happens that I actually had a cushion that doesn't actually have a cover on at the moment. Let me just throw that over there. So this is the rather funky fabric. You can't see it too well, but this is actually black and yellow stripes, and yet for some reason on this camera it looks like black and creamy coloured, but it is bright yellow. It is seriously bright. I will take some pictures and post them up once it's finished. Try not to knock the camera again. Hey Will, hey lad, how's it going? So glad to have you guys here. But yes, so that is our new project of the day, and just for the added cuteness of there's some colour changing going on. I know, right? The worst thing is, I think actually you can see the yellow of the pyjamas, which are a lighter yellow than this, but for some reason this looks lighter, so who knows. But yeah, for added cuteness, as it's bee themed, I also happen to find these little bee buttons. Are they adorable? So those are going to go on the front of the cushion cover once it's finished. So there, those are. Oh, let's just put those. I know, right? They are so cute. So cute. I was literally looking on Sunday. It got all the way to the evening. I still hadn't found anything that I was going to do, because obviously I was missing the relevant pieces for the quilt, and I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I was just looking around for ages for stuff, and then I found these little bee buttons. I was like, those are so cute. I wish I could use them on something. And then I literally just happened to come across this fabric, and it is literally the perfect size for the cushion that I have, and I was like, there is no way I cannot make a cushion cover from this. Now I do apologise at the state of this cushion, because it is pretty gross looking. It's one of those, it's been around for quite a while. I do apologise if you can hear any sort of grating noises. That's the headphones. Yeah, it's been around for quite a while, and it's sort of, over the years it's got covered in a lot of tea stains. A lot of tea stains. So I wasn't going to show it on stream for that reason, but unfortunately I don't think I can actually get away with not, because I then realised I actually had to make it with the cushion inside the cover. Let's just... So, sorry about that, guys. It's also been hanging around for a while, so I think the cushion itself could actually do with cleaning. Now, the problem is because this is a rather large project, I didn't really think how I was going to fit this on the desk. So, we may just have to work at that. And I'm very conscious of not knocking the camera because if the camera falls down, then there's going to be chaos. But as you can see, that just fits perfectly. Like this whole bit of fabric is just the perfect size for this pillow, this cushion rather. So one could almost think that it might be fate. So we are going to, now that I've double checked that, we're going to flip over this fabric and sew it inside out, and I'll be honest, I just moved those patterns and oh that hurts your eyes. Oh, that hurts your eyes a lot. It's quite hypnotising. Let me just get rid of all that dust and stuff. Sorry. This is what happens when you're trying to when you have a desk too close to your wall, and then all the brick dust is now stuck to the cushion. Totes profesh, by the way, guys. Oh, I'm knocking things over now. Totes profesh, isn't it? Right. I'm not too fussed about if it's a little bit wider than the cushion on this side, so it's not the end of the world. I do need, however, so I need to hem these sides. Try and, yeah, I think that should be fine. Don't mention the desk. No, don't mention the desk. We'll deal with the chaos and other things if that happens. Won't make me up, that's for sure. Sounds like you need to get a new desk. Yeah. I definitely need to get a new desk. Still waiting on that one. I may need to chivvy that up a bit, because I did kind of say that I need it urgently. And to be honest, as it's been sitting in the room that we've had it in since he started it about 2 years ago, what he considers urgent and what I consider urgent, I think, mean two separate things. So he will be getting stern warnings if he doesn't hurry up, because he said he was going to varnish it for me, and yeah. Right, so we are going to pin this. You can't actually see what I'm doing at the moment. I don't know if I should tilt the camera up enough so that you can see, because you will also see my face and you will see all the crap in the background. And I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared for that, because there is a lot of crap in here. Because I literally I got back, I was back late anyway, because one of the guys was dropping me off, and then he left his phone at home at work, and then had to go back, so I was a little bit later than usual getting back. Do it. Alright, if it all goes wrong, and it will, and just gotta move the microphone. If it all goes wrong, I'm blaming you guys, so you get to see a glimpse of the crap and the boobs, of course. And there we go. No, you can still see crap. Okay, fine. It's going up there. Right, you can't see the desk now, but you can see all the crap in the background. It's fine. This is great. Live thingy, yeah. And I can see why I put the camera where it is now, because you can't actually see. Oh, you can see what I'm doing now. Hashtag blame Lord. Hey Brendan, how's it going? I didn't realise that now you can't see my face. You can see the great angle. You can't see my face, but you can see down my shirt. So I apologise. It's fine. Twitch won't mind. You can see enough of what I'm doing on the desk to make it not a boob stream. I seen your face. Oh no! I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure I've posted up like pictures before anyway in Discord, so it's not like there is anyone here that hasn't already seen my face, or that won't see my face if I go me up. Oh, I do have tea, which I've forgotten all about it. It's been sitting right in front of me and I forgot all about it. Right, this fabric is a bit rolly, so I need to make sure that I pin it as much as I can. It probably doesn't help I'm also trying to pin this the wrong way, because usually I would pin it that way and I'm not for some reason, because I'm an idiot. Ah, thank you for the host, Will. You have a face? I know, right? Broken at the idea that there is a person attached to this. I have posted my face too. Right. I think it's probably safe to say that this is not going to be like the most beautiful cushion cover. It's definitely not going to be the most even. I'm sure that I'm sure that they could do a much better job on the sewing bee, but in all honesty, I've never actually made a cushion cover before, so this will be a nice challenge. And I am hand sewing all of this, by the way, guys. Just to let you know. I do have a sewing machine, and it is like somewhere buried outside of the room, but A, I have nowhere to set it up, B, it's so fucking noisy, I just don't think that would be suitable for a stream. Hey Alexander, I know people that have two faces, so having one face isn't out of the ordinary. Yeah, well hopefully when I have when I'm able to buy a new camera, hopefully I'll be able to have this one as the face cam, so it'd be nice to finally have two cameras set up, although I'm not entirely sure how on earth I'm going to do that, because I don't actually have enough ports on the laptop, so I might have to get a USB port extender thingy to go with that. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Didn't I bring up cushion covers last week? I think you did actually, Will. Yeah, I've never actually made one, so that must have been my subconscious reminding me of that one. Okay, so this is the black line here. Mystic Willy. I know a good port extender. Right, so the top bit there. So we probably don't want to go any further than that bit down. So if I try and get it on the black of this bit, then it won't show up. So we can't go back now, guys. We've started sewing. Ow. I've already stabbed myself in the finger. No good port extender, no smut, and less than £10. Oh, nice. If you would be so kind as to DM me that one, if you haven't already, I don't hear it because Streamlab mutes Discord as soon as it starts up. So if you have, I apologise. Oh no! Oh, the camera's... I've moved the camera. No, it's all gone wrong now. Okay, there we go. Nope. Yep. Nope. There. That's better. Yeah, the problem is that the very corner of the cushion hits the camera cable when I turn it too much. So you can't quite... I can't quite fit it on the desk. DM layer. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's all in there. Yeah, so try and get it close to the trying to juggle it between getting it towards the camera so that you can see, but not getting it so far away that I can't actually reach it or see what I'm doing. So I do apologise. Like I say, I didn't quite think this aspect out, like how I was actually going to translate this to the stream, given the lack of space. But hopefully it's okay. If I move... Ow! If I move over there... Let's just take the pins out as we go. And of course the thread is getting stuck. I'm not sure what I've done to this thread, but for some reason it's not as cooperative as the other one. It sort of seems to be forming quite a few knots and things, which is quite annoying. Oh yeah, you got the new headset today, didn't you? How is it? Is it good so far? What is going on with this thread? It is just tangled up. There we go. It's very nice. I mute the mic by moving it up. Oh, nice! Oh, nice. It's one of those. That's super handy. Not that you can see mine, and probably for good reason, but mine is actually clipped right there. So if I move and you hear a noise, that's why. Because it's a clip-on mic, which is actually really helpful. Although I do sometimes forget that I've got it clipped on and go to walk away, and yeah, it comes with me. Of course you can see it. These are not at all neat stitches. Terrible at this. Just not look at the clip-on mic. Yeah, I sort of, like I say, I got home from work and actually have their own like polo shirts that we wear to work, so I didn't actually have any non-work clothes that I was wearing before this because it's been like ridiculously hot in here, and so kind of forgot to actually find some suitable clothing. And I'll be honest, I was hoping I wouldn't have to move the camera, but as I knocked it off anyway, that still would not have worked. But never mind. I think everyone here is used to it by now. Looks suitable to me. I'll be honest, after I've been doing this and like sitting next to the heating up laptop, don't really want to be wearing like 3 layers of, you know, super Amish clothing. Can't be dealing with that. But anyway, how are you guys? What have you been up to today? I hope your days has been good. Not too much drama, I hope. I think none of us here belong to the anti-boobs police. Well, that's good then. As long as Twitch don't have an issue, I don't really care, to be honest. Right. I've been sat in a hospital chair getting pumped for the medication. Well, I hope that you are not feeling too worse for wear for that. And I hope that you can now sit and chill for the rest of the day. Then got home, sorted the headset and fell asleep. I could imagine. Hospital trips are not fun at the best of times, but I could imagine that does take its toll on you. I did a little bit of schoolwork, then I got a little drunk. Brendan. He's got 10k to go walk yet. Yikes. My shoulder today isn't too bad. Yeah, it's better than it was the other day. It's having a little issue with me doing this movement to sew and stuff, but I don't really have much of a choice because otherwise I just can't do anything. And I think I was saying to you the other day, well, like not being able to hold a controller properly either. It's one of the many things that I cannot seem to do, which is not fun. But yeah, the shoulder isn't hurting too much today, at least. Doing away 6k of steps a day. Wow, 6k. That is impressive. I mean, I didn't actually have my phone on me for the whole day, so it couldn't calculate. But I did apparently about 190 something steps. But I think that was only the ones it counted from me walking downstairs, walking to the car, and then walking into work. Because I have actually been walking around a little bit more. Steps, I didn't think that was your taste of music. Tragedy is da bomb. I'm sure if you said that to Tash, she would agree with you there. She does love her bops. Does that, Tash? I do realise also that I'm getting out of shot at the moment with the stitching. I am almost finished with this bit, and I can't actually move the cushion any further over to get in the camera, because I will knock off the tea and the pins and everything off the desk in order to do that. So I tell you, this is going a lot quicker already than, oh, we're 28 minutes in. It's going a lot quicker than thingy, than the quilt did. Although I have just realised that I've gone severely wonky right now with these stitches. I started towards the edge of this bit, and I've sort of gone towards the middle of the yellow line, so I'm just gonna rein that back in. There we go. That's the last pin. Ow. And I stabbed myself in the finger with the needle. No, must keep the tea safe. I know. Oh, thank you for the host, Bacon Soda. Then killing a target on the AC. What's that? Yeah. Don't even get me started on AC. I'm not ready for that yet. Well, if you get tired in this stream, you have a cushion like that. That is very true. That is very true. I'll just be like, alright, nap time now, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, Soda! Hashtag sass. Don't stab yourself. Are you joining the video, kids? Not today, Soda. Not today. Today was actually, considering we had some shitty customers, and I had quite a few extra bits to do today. But it was actually a nice day at work, so no, there will be no stabbing needed for me. Tomorrow's an interesting one though. One of the boss guys is down, and it'll be the first time that I've actually met anyone from the head office at this job, so we shall see how it goes. I'll tell you on Friday whether or not I've been sacked. Right, so literally, you can't see it, but this bit here has now all been sewn across. So this will be the well, actually this will be the back of the cushion. You won't see this bit, you'll see the other bit. I'm only halfway through this week's AC, so hashtag no spoilers. The boss, perhaps that's a bridge too far. Yeah. So tomorrow will be an interesting day at work. Right, so there is that bit. Now we're going to do that side. And we'll do the same again. So if we try and get, let's try and pin it to that bit. We've got quite a lot of overlap, so it's all right if I just do this bit. Oh, I do apologise. The headphone cable is stuck to the microphone for some reason. Bad teeth bun. But yeah, no. AC. I am enjoying AC, but last week just did me in entirely. I was not in a good mood with it. And I don't know if you could hear like a clonk at near the end of the video, but I did literally throw the controller at the bed. Not in a proper like throwing it, but sort of, you know, the bed is next to me and I sort of just went with it. So I was just like, no thank you. Ah, thank you for the bit, Will. But yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, that is straight. But yeah, so you will see when you get to it, Will, you will see the bit that did me in, and you can probably see why. I won't say more than that, but it was one of those proper Feck my life moments. Two for the sewing. Ah, thank you. I'm still catching up on yours actually, your AC videos. So that game is looking kind of good so far. There have been a few bits in it. I'm sort of like, it's a bit weird. As a game in general, not your gameplay. Just to clarify. It's not looking too ancient Egypty, like in the cutscenes and things. It seems a bit, I don't know. It's interesting. Wait till you see what it... Wait till you see what did me in. Yeah. Yep. Proper did me in, mate. Proper did me in. It is a great game so far. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll be honest, I was watching your first playthrough video of it, and I was thinking, now he finally understands how I felt starting the series. It's sort of like, what the fuck does this button do? And oh, this one isn't working right. And I was just like, now he knows. This is literally how I feel with this game. 3 for the boobs. Ah. Waited to see what 3 bits was for. You got your answer. No, it's got too easy. But yeah, and I got to watching a really horrible bit yesterday, and I'll be honest, I think I fell asleep, but I'm not entirely sure where that cutscene came from or what was happening. But like, one of the guys got kidnapped and he ended up locked up with his kid and then stabbed the kid, and I was like, what the hell? The hell kind of ancient Egypt themed game is this? So that was weird. I think that was like in the first weeks. You probably don't remember that bit. I did also see you riding a camel, which I thought was actually hilarious. Yeah, Egypt is weird. It is. It really is. I do love that they've added camel riding as opposed to horses, because I feel that just makes it a little more authentic. Although they did have horses, I'm sure. So right, just one more pin. Yeah, one more pin. And then we can sew up this bit. Ow. that looks roughly even. Find where I put the needle first. The other thing about this is also that I'm not actually using a pattern. Let's get rid of that, and we'll just tuck that bit over. Just cut that off. Yeah, I'm not actually using a pattern for this. This is just of my own making. I do sort of have a vague pattern thing up on the screen next to me, but I'm not really looking at it. It's more of a picture of how it is, which is pretty much what I was doing anyway. So let's just tuck that over. Did you get anywhere with the company about the pre-cut pieces? Well, I messaged them after realising that I'd messaged them originally on the 2nd of February and had heard stuff all for about the entire rest of the month. So I messaged them back and they responded the next day with like, oh, well, we sell it as seasonal differences and it says that on the thing. And I was like, well, yeah, I know that, but I didn't actually bother responding because I was just like, oh, fuck you then. But they were just like, we sell it as seasonal things. But to be honest, I was thinking, well, there's a difference between like seasonal differences in fabric. I don't know why you would have that with fabric anyway. Vegetables and stuff I can understand, but with fabric, that's just a cop out. But I was like, there's a big difference between seasonal differences and completely different fabrics, which is what it was. Like there was like possibly one or two that was from that set that I actually chose that were on the picture. But I've had to order some more anyway because obviously I'm trying to get it finished. But it's going to be complete potluck what I actually get from them, and it seems that they're completely they're just not even going to bother trying to be like, oh well, we're terribly sorry that this is a complete inconvenience to you, that we've lied to you about what you're buying. And I've used some of the patches now anyway, so I can't send it back. So I just had to buy some more and hope that they actually send me the ones I want. And I guess I'll just have to keep insisting that I send them back until they give me the right ones. Make it as annoying for them as it is for me, that they can't actually just show pictures of what they've got in stock. So yeah, that was pretty much where I got to with it. Which is why I ended up with this, because it got to Sunday night and I was like, well, I don't have any more patches. I can't do anything more with these. The other thing is that they're not going to get here till like Friday or something. It takes a ridiculously long time for them to get here, considering they're in the UK. And so I was just like, stuff it, I'm just going to go find something else that I can do while I'm waiting for them to be helpful professional people. But yeah, so that's how we've ended up with this. But there was not really anything else that I could do with them. So I've just got to hope that when I keep buying random ones that they will send me out ones that I actually want and not send me out crap. And you being in the countryside here. Yeah, it doesn't help being in the countryside. Things don't get delivered. Or don't always get delivered. I mean, this, to be honest, they said that these would be here either today or tomorrow. I ordered them like last thing Sunday night, and they arrived today, so you can't really say for fairer than that. And for the price I paid for it, I think it was about £3 in all for this lot, like the fabric and then the little yeah, for the fabric and then the little buttons. I think it was about £3 for each set of those patches. It's nearly £4, which is ridiculous. So I am much happier with this as a deal than I am with that one, that's for sure. But yeah, so I'm hoping that those turn up by Friday and see if we can get any more of the quilt done. But I won't know until the day. Just swapping out the thread because I've now not got enough. You can actually see me threading the needles today now. That's a good thing about having the camera pointed up here. You can actually see what I'm doing. Like when I'm usually have my hands out of camera shot, you can sort of just see my arms moving around, but not actually see what I'm doing. I'm threading the needle. Just chuck that over there. Hey, Wild Rose! What am I making today? Today I am making a bee-themed cushion cover, and it is gonna look awesome. Well, I mean, I hope it's gonna look awesome. It could look absolutely atrocious. It really could go one of two ways. I'm not following a pattern at all, so it could all go horribly wrong. How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for coming in. I think this is going to be the part where I sort of slide off the camera a little bit with the sewing, so you won't actually be able to see what I'm doing. Cushion pinned itself to the, the fabric had pinned itself to the cushion with all the pins in it. Sounds nice. I'm okay. Okay, here, how are you? Yeah, I'm not too bad today. I'm not too bad. It's been a busy day, but it's not been horrendous compared to some of the days that I've had, especially recently. It's actually been quite nice. Oh no! Oh no, I've just caught, I don't know how well you can see, but I've just caught the yellow fabric there with the stitches. No! I can't unpick that, so we're just going to carry on going. And just hope that no one notices that bit. Just pretend that's not there, guys. It's a special edition. Yeah, exactly. Special edition. I mean, I'll be honest. It probably wouldn't actually look any neater if I did this by machine, because I absolutely hate sewing machines and I hate that they go so fast. And I would probably end up just running it halfway across the fabric diagonally or something stupid, because I don't like them at all, which is why I tend to do stuff like this by hand, which means it doesn't look as neat. It does not look professional at all, but I'm actually going to have this cushion for myself anyway, so I'm not really too bothered about that, because I do have a cushion cover for this somewhere, which was one that my grandmother made, and I can't for the life of me remember where I've put it, because I took it off to wash it and never put it back on again, because I do that with cushions. I take the covers off to wash them and then the cushion disappears, and then the cushion cover comes out of the wash, and then I put it somewhere that's not with the rest of the laundry, and then I can't find it again. And it's a handmade treasure. Yeah, exactly. It's almost like I had an Etsy shop named after that. And I'm back, just finished cooking and sat down with dinner watching. Oh, nice. What have you been cooking, Will? I will, I'll have to take a picture of what I made myself for lunch for tomorrow. Because it was actually really nice. I made myself actual food yesterday, guys, for lunch. I didn't make a sandwich. I had some boiled rice, with some fried onions. No, fried onions? Where do the onions come from? There was supposed to be onions in it. I didn't actually put those in. Fried mushrooms, rather, and spinach and some cherry tomatoes. And that was my lunch for today. And it was bloody delicious. There was loads of garlic in there as well, because I really love garlic. And it did look a bit sad, because obviously it was fried spinach, so it goes limp and looks a bit, you know, like dodgy lettuce kind of a thing, but it was really nice. I quite enjoyed it, and I was very impressed with myself that I managed to make something that was actually edible. Because I do have a habit sometimes of experimenting, and then it just doesn't go well. A bit like with this, really. Sort of just do a bit of what I fancy. And it either goes well or it doesn't. Fish, spuds, beans, cauliflower, carrots and parsley sauce. I'll put a pick up on Foodborne later. Feel free to put yours in there too. Oh, nice. Lovely quote there, lad. Lovely quote. Okay, so we now have, well, hopefully you can't see, but you can see on this side, nice, reasonably straight row of stitching. I think it looks far straighter on the camera than it does in real life. So we're going to pretend like it's totes profesh. And then we're going to... I'm going to trim off a little bit of each side of this. Actually, I think I only need to trim it off of this side. Possibly. Oh, actually, now I've done that, I can't actually... No. Okay, we're going to leave it. It's going to be a bit bigger. It's fine. Just got to check with this what we do with it. Okay, so I think we pretty much just sew across now. Yeah, we just turn it around and sew all the way along the sides. I think that one's actually the neater side. I'm trying to even this up a little, so let's just... There we go. Right. Hey. I should apologise. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm terrible. I want to say Yusmir. Oh no. Oh, I've hit the camera again. My bad. My bad. Right, let's see if I can aim that down far enough that you can see the... No, I need to move over there, don't I? Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I hope that you are well. Thank you for coming in. Right, so you can see there that we've got a bit of overlap. So it's gonna fold over. And if I do it right, and hopefully I do it right, we should just be able to unfold it and then pull the pillow out. It doesn't actually use buttons on the tutorial thing, on the little picture, but I'm going to add buttons because I just think that will look really cute with those little bee buttons. Ow. If I stop stabbing myself like a silly person. Also trying to make sure that these lines match up as well. I know. I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry. The boobs had to go. And actually, you can't. Oh, I have to come back because you can't actually see what I'm doing anyway. There we go. That works. Right. So, trying to sort of pinch this together and then pin it, because otherwise when I go and sew it the lines won't match up. And well, that's probably not massively important because obviously it's going to be like the back of it and then the front of it, so you probably won't actually see these, but I feel like they should line up. So +18 Patreon I go. Well, I mean, if you've been on Patreon today, you will have noticed that there is an update on there from yesterday. Of the, is it from yesterday? No, I think it might have been from the day before actually. For the perks, for all the tiers. Right, if we're lucky, we can do this right. These should line up across the whole side of the cushion. Ow! Yes. I did see indeed. Ah, good. There. For anyone that hasn't seen / doesn't actually have a link to my Patreon page. Be right back. No worries, Wild Rose. I had the idea a couple of days ago of making pixel likenesses of my Patreons. So if you would like your little yourself as a little pixel character, if you donate to my Patreon for just $1 a month, you can indeed get that. And I'm currently working on ways of making merchandise with those. I do have one idea at the moment, which I am working on as and when, but that requires quite a few more patrons than I have, just from the size of what it is. And I don't want to give it away on stream, but I would like to think that people would like it as a merch thing, because I just think it would look really cute. But I'm trying to find ways of making them so that people can personalize it with their own picture, or like so that I have the stock of all of them and can update it regularly, and then people can select their own, or I suppose they could select like another patron's picture if they wished. Actually, FYI, I got an email saying there was an update. Ooh! That email did not come from me. I am not that organised. I just updated it and hoped that it would tell you that there was stuff going on the page, because I'll be honest, I'm still figuring out how it all works. But yeah, so that is a new option now, and that's for all tiers, both current and future ones. That will be for all Patreon tiers that I'll have. So every Patreon will be entitled to their own little likeness. In the event that I don't know what you look like, you're more than welcome to just like I don't know, you can either do a sketch or a photo or anything and like message it to me without sounding super creepy there. If you don't want one, that's also acceptable. You don't have to have a little pixel art character if you don't want to obviously divulge what you look like. Or you can just say, you know, I want a person with red hair and blue t-shirt and something, and I can make it up because their faces look the same anyway. I'll be honest, Will, I think yours is actually the first one I've done that looks that's like that personalized. Like, usually they're just very general. I have a bunch of them that I'd made up already from friends that I'd done. I did a few of friends a while ago, and I had loads that I'd already made up. But yours, I made the little I sort of tried to make it look like your what do you call it, your avatar, with the little bandana and the t-shirt. I might ask him for people's photos. Only if they I mean, to be honest, like I say, actually they could probably just say I want it with, you know, red hair and, you know, a dress or trousers of some sort. To be honest, you don't really need to show me what you look like, because they are so basic, and like I say, they've got the same face anyway, so it's not even like you know, for eye colours and things like that. It's not that personalised, but that's also good, because for what I want it for, what I'm planning to do with them later on, it's probably good that they look similar. They're all similar, same size and everything, which makes it a lot easier. Because they are going to be involved in a little project. Yeah, I'm hoping you like your little character. And they can be used for whatever you guys like. I wouldn't want to say that I own the rights to them at all, but unless anyone mentions otherwise, I will probably use them for things, like I say, for like the merch or the little banner that I did to display them. I'd noticed I'd shared when you did it. I was ashamed when you did it. Yeah, but I was trying to work out where I could put the little beard on it. I think he might have ended up with a goatee in the end, ish. Because I'll be perfectly honest. I tried to place a little mustache on it, and it kind of looked a little Hitler-esque. So I quickly removed that. I was like, I'm not going to put that back on. I think Will would rather look clean shaven as pixelated form than look like Pixel Hitler. So I made the executive decision on that one. Thank you for the host, Justin. I don't know if you're here or if that's auto host, but I do appreciate it. Wow, we've hit the 1 hour mark, and we are already, like, I would say 2/3 the way. 2/3 or 3/4 of the way done with this. Hey, Justin, how's it going? So in a minute, I flip this round. Ow! Stab myself in the finger first. Again. I added a little mustache and he turned into Pixel Hitler. Yeah. It was not good, Will, I'll be honest. It was not good. So I am making a cushion cover. It is going to be a bee themed cushion cover. You can't see it actually because no, that one. It's over there. That little icon thing. My little person is standing in the way. But I've got some cute little bee buttons. That are going to go on the front of this. And I don't know what I just knocked off. Oh, that was something important. I just threw something important on the floor. Sorry, guys. The cable on these headphones is so heavy. It just gets in the way. Cute bees! I know, right? They're so adorable. I saw them and I was like, I have to have those. And I have to find something to make with them. And I actually have today. So I'm very proud of myself. It's like I was looking for fabric and then I saw this and I was like, yep, this is fate. I'm making bees. Bee themed. And like this piece of fabric that they were selling off is the perfect size for a cushion that I had that I found that I didn't actually have a cover on because I've lost the cover somewhere, like always. So I was like, well, this is fate. And yeah, decided to make it a nice bee themed cushion cover. So it is pretty and it is practical because it now means that this poor cushion has a cover at last. Right, so we've almost finished with this side. Literally just got a few more stitches to do. And then I'm going to flip it round. And then we'll get the other side done. I may need a pillow cover if you're taking requests. Yeah, I mean, if you would like one, just let me know. And heck, if I've got commissions, then you can watch me make it too. I think that would be quite cool to do. So I don't. Oh, boink! Hit the microphone. Yeah. Besides candles, I don't really make a whole lot of stuff to order, particularly on Etsy. So I can't really do any like commission stuff. And obviously with candle making, it's impossible for me to do it in here. So it's not something that I can do while you guys are watching, unfortunately. But yeah, if you'd like one, I could probably whip something up for you. Right, let's try and straighten this out. It doesn't help that the pillow itself is really lumpy. So I'm trying to straighten out the fabric, and then the pillow is just like whoop. Right. So try and straighten that. That needs to be sewn to that edge. Does it? No, it needs to be sewn up here. Right, so this bit needs to be sewn there. Now, once I've done that, the rest of that should all go reasonably in line. Trying to find where it's laying on the other side. There we go. Yeah, trying to find where it's laying on the other side so that I can do it. Just sorry guys, the camera's getting knocked there a little. You won't be able to see me pinning this probably. Actually, unless I do it from that direction. Definitely think I need to follow suit with you, Lard, and get a new headset or something, because the cable on this is so heavy, and don't know. I can show you. It's got this bit on it, which does absolutely stuff all, by the way, because it's got a microphone thing there and it doesn't mute it, even when I use it. And at the moment, I'm not actually using the microphone anyway. This is a volume control, which is helpful, but it quite often gets accidentally turned down, and then I think that the headset's broken or something. And the cable on it is so thick, it weighs it down, and then it gets stuck on things. And yeah, it's a great headset, but for streaming with another microphone, it's completely pointless anyway. So I do need to get a set of lightweight headphones that I don't keep bashing on everything when I try and sit here with them. And not Bluetooth ones, because they are not compatible with Streamlabs, it seems. Streamlabs does not like the Bluetooth. Well, next time we play some Rocket League, we can discuss details. Cool. Yeah, that'll be good. I might be up for some tonight, actually. If you're around. I say possibly. There is a chance that I could be asleep, but hopefully. That looks like my headset. Cord cable. Yeah, it's cord, which is great. And it's like really heavy. And I'll be honest, I did have an unfortunate accident with these a few weeks ago, where I was hoovering my room and the end of the cable was on the floor, and I kind of sucked up the cord cable along with the because it's got 3 connectors on it. It's got a connector for the microphone, which is a jack plug, another jack plug for the headphones bit, and then it actually lights up on the side, so it's got a USB bit. And I got all 3 of the bits, the ends of the cable jammed in the Hoover. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, that was kind of oh shit moment. And I, like, just from purely pulling them as hard as I possibly could to get it back out, that I managed to free the cable. But I'll be honest, if I'd done that to like any other headset, that would have snapped it immediately. So it is good in that respect. It's like really quality cable, but it's such a nuisance when I'm trying to sit here and like my head is almost being pulled to one side because the cable is weighing me down. It's the little things, I guess. Don't worry, I know people struggle with my name. I find it easiest way for me To explain it is by saying Yasser Arafat, is that? And a good way I find to remember stuff is by using the word association. Oh, Yasser, yeah. I'm sorry. I do hear people saying your name, and then like it's one of those things when I try and say it myself. It's like no, it's wrong. Yeah, that is my headset. Mine light up blue. Oh, nice. Mine has red lights on it, which is why I got it, because it was really shiny, and for the price, it was really decent price on it. And for what I want it for, it's actually really good. The downside is obviously the fact that it's just too heavy. It's the first headset though. I have been able to wear it, and it doesn't hurt my ears though, because it covers my ears perfectly. It goes right over them, so I'm not getting squashed ears. Because I have done that before with some. Like I've fallen asleep with them on my head, and then I've woken up and like severe headache because it's like squashed my ear. Haven't found a headset yet. Next on my list. Yeah. So when it comes to things like yeah, Amazon Prime Day sale, mine about 16 quid. Oh, nice. That is quite a bargain. I think mine was only like 20 or something. And yeah, they are super comfy. So I think I might just go back to getting a little set of earphones or something. So I did have some really good ones, and then they broke. I was devastated because they were so good. They were really decent for taking with me on train journeys and stuff. And I bought some Bluetooth ones to replace them, and they're just not as good. And it's also very annoying when it has a little lady yelling in my ear that the battery's running low. Got the headband cushion on the top too. Oh, nice. Yeah, mine has that as well, and it's made such a difference. The thing is, I have a very small head. And so earphones, headphones and stuff, they tend to fall off. These ones do if I laugh too enthusiastically and like fling my head back, and yeah, they fall off then, but they're actually quite good. I do like Apple in earphones. I wouldn't go with them personally because I do not like Apple. But I got someone like jogging ones. The ones that they have like a little bit of rubber that goes over your ear to stop them falling off. And oh, they're so good. I think I do actually need to just say stuff it and buy myself some more of those, even though I bought the Bluetooth ones to replace the broken ones of those I got. But I don't like the Bluetooth ones as much. Samsung have done earbuds now for the new Samsung S10. Nice. But yeah, so I think I might get some to replace those ones, and then that'll be a lot nicer because the cable on those was really good, and they were just really nice. And because it had the little rubber hook on it, also they didn't fall out of my ears. Because that's another issue I have. These are earphones, they tend to fall out. so we are actually going quite quick with this. I fancy a pair of Boss, but Megabucks, yeah. Trouble with earbuds is they remind me of the scene with Cameron Diaz in There's Something About Mary. I haven't seen that, so I'm not sure what scene you're talking about, I'll be honest. But yeah, Boss headphones. Oof. I've seen the price. I looked at them and I cried a little. I was like, no, thank you. I really wanted to set a Beats audio because my old computer had a Beats audio sound card, but Beats appears to have teamed up with Apple now, so that's a no for me. So you have small head and big ears. No, I have small ears as well. Yeah, I have small head, small ears, and small hands. I do frequently get mistaken for a very young person. Like even now, people still mistake me for a teenager. I'm like, thanks guys, thanks a lot. I think the problem is I got to like the age of 13 and I just stopped growing, which is great. So I'm a midget. But that's fine. Because 12 years later, I think people have run out of all the jokes. I have B&Os. Love them. Oh, nice. Right, so we are just gonna change the thread because I've run out again. Grow a beard, then you look older. Well, it has worked for you, Will. So maybe you know it might work. Right, let's just thread this on. No. Right, so yeah, people think I look 30 or 40. I'll be honest, I do vaguely remember you telling me your age beforehand. And then I can't remember, was it in Ed's stream or something? We were chatting about ages and you said how old you were and I was like, holy! I was like, there is no way you're that young. Like, you don't look old, but I think it's the beard. Like most guys your age can't even grow a mustache. So I think I assume purely from the beard that your age must be higher. Must be something about long beards and being wiser. You know, Gandalf and Dumbledore and all that. You're associated with an older man. I feel like I have big ears, so maybe that is why I have good hearing. Maybe. That could well be it. That might be why I have crap hearing, because I have small ears. It's taking shape now. How big is the bee going to be? So it's not actually gonna be a bee, but the bees that are going on it are this big. Let's see, a little. Get it closer to the camera. Little bees. Little bee buttons. Which I'm going to put on the front of it. I could be your toy boy. That is true, because I am actually older than you. So technically, I could almost be considered a cougar. And that is really sad. Please everyone, stop being younger than me. It makes me feel old. Oh wow, how cute. I know! They're so adorable. I saw them and I just had to have them. And they just so happened to sell them in packs of 2. Which was exactly how many I wanted. So I tried to find some massive buttons. Like, I was just going to have a massive button, you know, that was probably like that big or something. Like, stuck in the middle. But, like, just like one of those big wooden buttons. But they didn't actually have any that I could find. So, I had to improvise. And then I found those, so I was like, you know what? Those are perfect. 24-year-old cougar. 24, yes, but I feel so much older. Especially, you know, if I have a conversation with people, you know, like they're all listening to Justin Bieber and things like that, and I mention a band that they've never heard of, and I'm like, they were only out like 10 years ago. And then I go, you weren't even born! I like cougars. It's okay, I'm the oldest one here. Aww. I'm probably the second oldest. I usually find that out. Like, of my group of friends. Ah, thank you for the follow, the crust. Of my group of friends, I find that I'm either like a few years older or like 6 or 7 years younger. Like I don't think I actually have. I don't think I probably have any friends that are my exact age. Which I guess is nice. And to be honest, I do. I think I relate to people that are older than me anyway. I've never really been a young kind of person. 10 years ago, I'm guessing Nickelback. Oh, I love a good bit of Nickelback. I was actually discussing this with one of my work colleagues earlier, because she was asking what kind of music I was into, and I was saying, obviously I'm a massive fan of Depeche Mode, and Black Stone Cherry, and then I sort of went, Nickelback, like, because I was expecting that, oh my god, not them, and she literally, her eyes lit up, and I thought she was like gonna jump over, or like fall over with joy. She was like, oh my god, I love them, and I was like, oh my god, I found someone else that likes them. So I shall be wearing my Nickelback hoodie to work with pride tomorrow, as soon as I find it, because I think I put it in the wash. But yeah. I think it's lucky though. Nickelback is probably one of those few bands that people have heard of. They just don't necessarily like them. But they have at least heard of them. Like I'll say a band, you know, like I can't think of any now, but well, I'll be honest. I'll say something like Depeche Mode or something, and you know, kids of my generation will be like, who? Who's that? Yeah, much more relatable to the current 30, 40-year-olds. I'm indifferent to Nickelback. Well, that's fair enough. I have a feeling that I will be ripped to shreds tomorrow when I wear my hoodie in, but I do not care. but I do meet people that are just like, oh, they're so rubbish. And you're like, but why are they rubbish? Oh, they just suck. It's like, but is that your opinion, or is that just what everybody else has said? Like, fair enough if you genuinely don't like them. But if it's just one of those jump on the bandwagon, then it's like, come on, dude, get some original thoughts. I'm more offended that you can't be bothered to make up your own mind about something than I am at the fact that you don't like it. Right, so this is the end of the inside out pillowcase, cushion cover, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna just do this bit quickly, and then we're gonna flip it inside out and we're gonna see how it looks. I'll be honest, I wasn't actually expecting to have got this done today at all. I thought this was going to take a couple more. I'm too old to like Nickelback. You see, I've seen 50-year-olds that are into Nickelback. I don't think you can use that excuse. Hashtag triggered. I remember Depeche Mode performing at the Olympic Stadium in London, and the Saturdays covered their song I Just Can't Get Enough of Charity. Yeah, I was not a fan of that cover. I do really want to see Depeche Mode though. That would be so good to see them live, because I get the feeling that they probably won't be touring for much longer. Because you know they're all getting on now, and you know they're all quite different places. I think like a couple of them live over in New York, so it's like they live quite far. Right. So, I'm gonna flip this inside out now. I mean outside in, technically. And throw this back on the cushion. And then we're gonna sew the buttons. I'm actually impressed how well this has turned out. I was not expecting it. I was expecting it to look terrible. I may have sewn it a little bit the wrong way. Oops. I think I wanted the longer bit on the outside. No matter. No matter. Also feels a little bit. So it doesn't help that the cushion itself is it's not straight. It's not very flat. But yeah, so that is the cushion cover. Now I need to make some little buttonholes. So you're not Time Lord Lacrosse, so you're not that old. So am I too young for Queen with that rule? No. One's too young for Queen. It's just awesome. No one's too young for Queen. Yeah, agreed. No one is ever too young for Queen. Queen is amazing. I've just been extremely fortunate over the past 2 years to see loads of bands. Yeah, like it's what annoys me the most, right? All my favourite bands, they don't tour for years. I save up and save up. No one ever happens to come over here. And then I think I had like 3 at once. Like Evanescence suddenly came on tour with a new album. Nickelback came on tour with a new album. Black Stone Cherry came on tour with a new album. I think Depeche Mode was the year before, or it might have been last year, I can't remember. I was just like, God's sake, guys, could you organise it a bit better next time? Like, limit it to 2, but I cannot afford 4 tours in 1 month or in 1 year. That's ridiculous. Always expect disaster and then be pleasantly surprised. Exactly. I've been known to walk in to work with a 9-inch nails gig top on. The looks were great. Well, I'll be like, well, I mean, you wanted to see more of my personality, right? Okay, so we are gonna place these on. Let's say put it about there. You can't really see what I'm doing now. You won't be able to see for this button, but you'll be able to see for the next one. Because I'm just gonna... How long have we got left? Oh, we've got about 20 minutes. So that, I reckon that is going to be plenty of time to get these buttons done. I'm going to sew the buttons on and then sew the buttonholes. And then that will be it. That will be done. Ow. Stuck the needle through my finger and then got the needle stuck into the finger and I couldn't get back out. Fun. So these B buttons are like really, actually, they're a little bit smaller than I was planning originally. Like I say, I was originally gonna have like 1 massive button, or like two massive buttons. These are actually quite small, but they're so cute and they just work so well with the project that I don't really have an issue with that. So that is 1 button sewn on. This is the first time in ages I've actually worked with buttons, like especially with the duvet. The duvet has been my main project for ages, and I just haven't done any buttons or anything like this in so long. All my favourite bands. What did I miss? We have been discussing buttons and bands, and also this is almost finished actually, lad. I'm sewing on a button now, and then I'm gonna sew on the next one, and then I'll do the buttonholes, and then we are done. And despite the fact that my mum knows that I'm streaming, I can hear her hoovering in her room downstairs. So I apologise for the noise, guys. Oh dear. Yeah, all my favourite bands have retired or only go USA or feels that way. Missed Sabbath in Birmingham, which hurt, and Motorhead with Lemmy. It's now never gonna happen. Aww, yeah, that sucks. Hey, Red Rains, how's it going? I know. I was gutted I was gutted. I am gutted that I'll never get to see Linkin Park live with Chester, because I would love to see them live. It is very much a shame. We'll keep an eye on your twitterings in the very near future. Oh, cool. Oh, there's buttonhole. Good, thanks. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I am very good. Oh, drop the B. I'm actually just finishing this up. So we have got this done like amazingly quickly. I was expecting this to take so much longer, like considering I was hand sewing it and stuff, but this has actually been a really fast project. So I'm really happy because it means that I get to complete a project and you guys actually get to watch me do it. Because I'm not reckoning that the quilt will be done anytime soon. Most of my favourite comedians are now gone or retired too. This is the problem with living in the 70s. Yeah. Yeah. That is the only problem with it. I said no in this buttonhole. I want to see Rammstein, huh? I've never been a fan of Rammstein, I'll be honest. Just not a fan of their music. Personally. It's a bit, I think it's a bit heavy even for me. Like I'll listen to Metallica and things like that, but I'm not sure about them. All Sisters of Mercy again. So good live. Oh, nice. Right, so that is the B buttons. So now we just make a little hole for the button to actually go through. Check the button can actually go through it. Okay, now I will be sewing these up in a minute, but I'm going to do that off stream because it'll take a little while, and I did actually get called downstairs. But this is literally finished. I'll do a quick sew around this around the buttonholes just to neaten them up. But this is actually one finished cushion cover. It is done. And you get to see little bees. Little bees right there. So we are going to finish up a little bit early, I'm afraid. We almost made 2 hours with this. I think I went a bit quick. But yeah, that is actually finished. I want to see Foo Fighters again live. Oh, I'd love to see Foo Fighters live. I think that'd be incredible. They don't get nearly enough recognition. No one else fights Foo nearly as well. Exactly. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm just going to check if there is anyone that we can raid. I don't know if anyone's... Oh, Ed is on. Ed is on, and also I think the lovely Ugg Chugs might be on as well. So would I'll leave it up to you guys, but would you rather watch Ed lob some saw blades at some peeps, or would you like to continue the chill craft vibe and watch a lovely guy make some pottery? Up to you, because I don't mind.
There's only Metro, nothing else. So let your hands slay the enemy servants. We are the government you deserve. There is no
Tim is also here. Oh, hi Tim.
play it on the world's most powerful console.
But yeah, if you guys have a preference, then let me know.
Which will be a release day.
So I don't
I'm
mind.
settle in for the long stream tomorrow. I feel like I'm on the mend from this cold. I'm definitely much better than I was.
Actually, yeah, I think.
I settle in for the long one. Maybe Twitch won't be so broken tomorrow.
Oh, I think unless you guys really mind, we will go raid the lovely Mr. Ugchugs. Because I think it'd be nice to continue on the chilled craft vibe.
Those bulldog
So
bugs
let's try that
I
one.
did last week.
There we go. Yeah, so thank you guys all so much for being here.
Through the custom things.
We finished the project in one stream, which is incredible. Yeah, it's gone really well. So yeah, thank you for the bits and the hosts and the lurks and everything. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I'm gonna run now. So yeah, thank you all so much, and I will see you soon. Hopefully I will see you on Friday with some more bits. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye.